Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Yamuna Haribo.
Request Gurudev Prabhu to address all of us. Hare Krishna.
So thank you once again for giving me this opportunity to glorify my Parataram Guru, Srila Sanskrit Maharaj. Before I go and do that, I want to thank Sanyasi Maharaj for coming to Toronto, gracing this occasion with his presence. I should have to let you know that my whole family is from Gaudiya, and Maharaj has been to our family house many times. So our family is very close to him. I really appreciate this opportunity to stand in front of him, say a few words, although I must admit I'm very nervous speaking in front of him. But I try to say a few words. I also want to mention that, as Gurudev mentioned, that my Nanaji, my mother's father, had met Srila Sanatan Sanskriti Maharaj many times. And unfortunately, before he would take initiation from him, Maharaj went back to Gaudiya. So, but anyway, he got initiated in Gaudiya. And at the age of 53, when he was at the top of his profession as a lawyer, he took one person and he divided his house into half. Two halves, and he stayed in one side and made the side into a temple and stayed there. And the other side was for the family. And he ensured that everyone in the family got into Krishna consciousness. So now it's 5 generations. As a result of his devotion and his teachings, 5 generations of family are still into Krishna consciousness. So again, I want to thank Maharaj for that particular piece of good luck, and that's the only thing I can think of. Okay, so we'll now talk about Srila Sanskrit Maharaj. So there was about a period of 350 years between Lord Chaitanya's departure from this material world and appearance of Srila Prabhupada. In that period, the teachings of Lord Chaitanya were very much depreciated, and people were doing all sorts of things on a whimsical basis. And the real philosophy was actually almost gone. The Britishers had come and they were trying to downgrade the philosophy anyway, and they had convinced most educated people in India to not believe in our scriptures. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur was very upset about that, and he was trying very hard to reestablish our scriptures. He wrote many books that helped, but still he was getting very frustrated and very disappointed that he was not able to serve and do as much as he wanted to do. So he actually sat down and prayed to Lord Chaitanya. And he said in his prayer, "My dear Lord Chaitanya, your teachings have been greatly depreciated, and it is not in my power to restore them. I need help. Please send someone." So that was his prayer for his son to help him complete his task. So on February 6, 1874, Srila Sanskrit Maharaj appeared on this earth, and the most unique thing about his appearance was that when he appeared, his umbilical cord was wrapped around his neck just like a sacred thread, the Janu. And so that was an indication that this is a very special person who's appeared. When he was about 6 months old, the Annapashan ceremony, the first grain ceremony, was performed and was given the prasadam of Bimala Devi. For those of you who have been to Jagannath-puri temple, you know that there is a temple of Bimala Devi there, Mother Parvati. And in the temple, everything was offered. Lord Jagannath is next offered to Bimala Devi before it's given to the public. So getting that prasadam from Bimala Devi, his name became, or given name was Bimala Prasad. That was the birth name of Srila Sanskrit Maharaj. And we all know the pastime about the Jagannath cart stopping during the Rath Yatra in front of his house for 3 days, in which Bhagavati Devi, the mother of Srila Sanskrit Maharaj, came and brought the child put on the feet of Lord Jagannath. And as soon as she did that, the child extended his hand and touched the lotus feet of the Lord. And as soon as that happened, a garland fell from the Lord upon him. So that was an indication to everyone that this really is a very special personality who's appeared on this earth. And the prayers of Bhaktivinoda Thakur have been answered. You probably also know that pastime about when he was 4 years old, he ate a mango without offering first. And his father, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, said, no, you should not do that. And he took a vow on that day as a 4-year-old that I'm an offender. I will never ever eat a mango again, offer a mango. For the rest of his life, he never had a mango. You know, somebody offered it to him, he said, when he was 7 years old, he memorized all the 700 verses of Bhagavad Gita. He was actually able to give discourses on some of them. And when he became 8, he was able to give full-time discourses on any verse, and regular classes and everything. He explained it very, very nicely. It was at that age, at the age of 8, there's some famous scholar of Sanskrit that came and defeated him in his logic and the language of Sanskrit. Or I should point it out there. Sanatan Sanskriti Utsav kept saying to himself, Ramanujacharya was rejected 17 times by his spiritual master before getting initiation. He said, if you don't do it, I can do it. So the 18th time, he got this. Okay. Then in 1905, he decided to start preaching all races. But he said, unless I'm qualified, I cannot preach. Because my preaching will not be effective. So what do I do? He said, only when I finish chanting the holy name of the Lord Hare Krishna mantra 1 billion times. 1 billion times. Then and then only will I be effective in my preaching. Otherwise people will not listen to me. So what did he do? He sat down in a small hut. Every day chant 300,000 names. So multiply 300,000 by 365. That's about a million. Sorry, 10 million. So 10 million is 10 times 1 million. So 10 years, every day without break, he chanted 300,000 names of the Lord. That by the way was 192 rounds. That by the way should take about 22 hours a day. So 22 hours a day, every day for 10 years of chanting. And all that he would do is sometimes just cook little rice and eat that. That's it. One time, the roof, it was just hot with the mud, started leaking. He didn't have time to repair. He took an umbrella, put it over his head, kept sitting and kept chanting. No change in his posture, his position. Chanting did not stop. And he completed his 1 billion names of holy names before he started preaching. So it's not surprising that he was so impressive and so successful in his preaching. Then what happened was that the people in India, especially Bengal at that time, who were bent upon having their own philosophy, teaching everybody their own philosophy, which was all bogus. But they were very effective preachers, so they convinced people. And so as a result, everybody was getting Muslim. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur, of course, was trying that. Now Sanatan Sanskriti Maharaj also started trying, and he wrote 4. Actually, what happened was there was a conference, Sammelan this in Hindi. There was conference, he went there, and for 4 days, he gave 4 different lectures on pure devotional service. And there was 4 days, 4 consecutive days, he gave 4 lectures. But because that place was full of what's known as sahajiyas, which are not really devotees, they are pretended devotees, and they act upon Krishna's pastimes as if they are the gopis, so obviously it's all bogus. So Sanatan Sanskriti Maharaj said, I cannot eat in their presence. So 4 days he stayed there and did not eat. And when the conference was finished, he came back to Mayapur, and that's when he had his first meal in 4 days. That's how strict he was about business. Now, these Hajiyas, there were different groups like Owls and Bowls and so many other. They would wear, they dress up like Paramahansas, Paramahansa Goswamis, and preach like they were, but they were all bogus. They do all sorts of nonsense in their life, and they still go and preach. So, Maharaj said, I'm going to completely disassociate myself with these people. I don't want to have anything to do with them, but they are in the majority, so I'll sit in a corner in my hut and just chant. So he started doing that. After some period of time, after completely isolating himself, Lord Chaitanya and the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, they appeared in his vision. And I said vision, not dream. So he was not sleeping and made this up. They appeared in front of us, vision. And they said that do not be disheartened. Preach the message of love of Krishna, Krishna Prema, everywhere. And we bless you, you will succeed. So with that assurance, Sri Goswami was filled with the inspiration to preach the glories of Lord Chaitanya very enthusiastically, and he started his just between 1918 and 1937, Maharaj started 64 Gaudiyas, mostly in different cities in India, but also in London and Rangoon. And I heard, I'm not 100% sure, I heard in Germany also. But anyway, so they were devotees sent out in these countries to spread the message of Lord Chaitanya. He published many periodicals, many books on pure devotional service in many different languages. He of course preached very convincingly against casteism and philosophical deviations from Gaudiya philosophy. And as you know, there are 4 sampradayas: the Guru Sampradaya, Shuddha Sampradaya, the Shri Sampradaya, and Kumar Sampradaya. So he tried to unite all the 4 sampradayas by finding the commonality between those things. He worked very, very hard on that. And he preached so strongly to everyone that he got another title, the name of Sindhu or Lion Guru. He was absolutely fearful, he gave very powerful delivery, not caring about who would have a problem with this. And the Mayavadis were so scared of him. He was walking on the street, and they were coming from the other side, they turned around to someone else, not face him. They knew, and they defeated him. And when he decided to build a temple for Lord Chaitanya in Mayapur, as his birthplace, there was a lot of opposition. But he said, I don't care about opposition. I'll find the resources and build a temple. He did build a temple, the temple is still there today. And next time you go to Mayapur, not only be there, please make sure you visit that temple, the birthplace of Lord Chaitanya. It was also very innovative. He's the first to start dioramas. Does anybody know what dioramas are? Yes, no? So dioramas are basically, they think of them as dolls or statues, but they depict a particular pastime. So you have bunch of them in one section, and Krishna is feeding a butter, Krishna doing Ras Leela, Lord Chaitanya preaching to Rupa Goswami. Those kind of pastimes will be depicted, and the use of these dolls. And it's displayed on all the temples, all the Gaudiya temples, very, very popular at that time. And some of them were also moving. So using latest technology, moving dolls, voice coming, sound coming, etc., etc. He's the first one to do all that. He's also the first one to start the tradition of the imprints of the lotus feet of Lord Chaitanya on marble and set in different temples. So this is quite common, but he was the one who started that. Let's see. Yeah. Traditionally, especially in those days, sannyasis would wear, for example, what Maharaj dress. But he was the first one who said, it's okay, you can wear an overcoat, you can wear a shirt, because the need is there to speak to people so they can relate with you. It's okay to do that. It's okay to use a motor car. It's okay to use an airplane. So very, very, forward thinking. It was whatever it takes to preach the message of the Lord, let's do that. Let's not get stuck with the conventions and traditions and things like that. Okay. So, he worked very hard to to split the teachers of Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, who were two of the 6 Goswamis of our Vrindavan. And he showed people how to attain pure love of God. So I'll end by saying, who was he? He was Man Mani Manjuri in Radha Krishna Pastimes. So it's not surprising that Manjuri comes here and does this service. So thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Shri Sanyasi Maharaj.
Thank you so much, Rupa Nuga Prabhu. Can we all chant Haribol 3 times for Rupa Nuga Prabhu? Haribol! 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 I will now read out the biography of His Divine Grace, Srila Sanyasi Goswami Maharaj. Gaudiya Mission President Acharya, Om Vishwapad Brahmansa Shatra, His Divine Grace, Srila Sanyasi Goswami Maharaj, appeared in 1959 in a devout Vaishnava family. Srila Gurudev mastered Vaishnava philosophy at a young age and got associated with the Holy Gaudiya Mission when he was a teenager. He served the Gaudiya Mission as a general secretary after 12 years of regulated spiritual pursuit in Varanasi and administered the mission for 25 years during 1995 to 2018. Srila Maharaj is crowned as Guru Goswami Thakur in the Vaishnava confraternity. Upon his strict brahmacharya life and sannyasa life, Srila Maharaj's undivided focus is serving Lord Krishna, and he is devoted relentlessly in preaching the tenets of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu around the world. Since 1996, he has been traveling around the globe to the UK, Germany, Bangladesh, North America, and South America, blessing countless souls to progress in the path of pure devotional service. Since 2018, Srila Gurudev is the present President Acharya of the Gaudiya Mission in India and abroad. Srila Maharaj is the 16th Acharya in the bona fide disciplic succession from Jagadguru Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupad, the crown jewel of the Paramahanshas in Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, and the founder Acharya of Gaudiya Mission. Sripad Maharaj was initiated by Om Vishwapad Brahmansha Shatarashata Bhakti Kebal Auralami Maharaj, one of the 18 great sannyasa disciples of Om Vishwapad Brahmansha Shatarashata, Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. Several divine temples got rebuilt and built by the lotus hands of Sripad Maharaj worldwide in the USA, Mumbai, Varanasi, Prayagraj, Vrindavan, Radhakund, and Navadvip. He conceptualized and built the spectacular Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Museum, the first of its kind for the world, for devotees to cherish the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He instituted the centenary celebrations of Gaudiya Mission in 2016 to 2018, which was inaugurated by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi. Srila Gurudev is now establishing the 150th birth anniversary celebrations of Om Vishwapad Brahmansha Shatarashata Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada, the opening ceremony of which was held in Jagannath Puri, India last year in 2022, in the presence of the then Honorable President of India, Sri Ramnath Kovind. This transcendental celebration will continue until 2025. We all have gathered here today in Toronto as a part of that celebration in Canada. Now I will request Srila Gurudev to address all of us, please. Haribol.
Seeking blessings from all our predecessors, acharyas. I am here to organize the 150th birth anniversary of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. I feel fortunate myself that in Toronto City, Canada, we have the privilege to organize this function on Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. Actually, I stand here to glorify Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada on his 158th birth anniversary. His divine appearance in this earth. It is very difficult to explain his glory, his qualities, because he called as Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale. In his Vandana we can see Namo Vishnu Padaya Prabhupada Priyada. Saraswati Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale. He was sent by Lord Krishna to this earth, and he directly came from Goloka. As Rupananda Prabhu said, the Nayan Muni Manjari. And I, being a TV Jiva soul, I feel uneasy, and it is difficult. I realize for myself to glorify such a person who is the actually minister of the whole Hare Krishna movement. Actually, Rupananda Prabhu has explained his previous life, or beautifully he has explained. But so many things I will highlight how the Krishna consciousness brought to this country, the Western country. The beginning, it is 1933. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada sent his two sannyasi, senior sannyasi, Bhakti Pradiptita Maharaj and Bhakti Hridayapal Maharaj, to London, the European country. This is the first time to bring the Indian culture, to bring the pure devotional thoughts and preached and propagated by Lord Chaitanya. Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada started that work to spread it in the Western country. And by his blessings, that too Maharaj got very success in preaching the Western country. They preached London, German, and another country, Myanmar, or you can say London. This was the preaching activity of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada in outer India. And they got support from European country, the government official, even the fifth king, George Albert, he also helped them to establish Gaudiya mission in UK. Some good soul, they attracted by the principle, by the ideology of pure Vaishnavism. One of them was a British lady. Her name was Daisy Cecilia Bowdell, the English lady. And she became devotee of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada in her young age, until up to date she dedicated herself for the practicing of pure devotion and to preach the Hare Krishna movement in the European country. And till his death, and till her death, and lastly she donated her house, that is the first branch of Gaudiya Mott in UK, in the running, and we are staying in that house, that is 27 Finance Road, Gaudiya Mission, UK. And after that, some other Maharaj, Sanyasi Maharaj came by the advice of Srila Prabhupad, and they established first in 1934 the Gaudiya Mission Society in London. And now it became Sri Vasudev Gaudiya Mott in London. Still it is running. We thought that the A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami had bring the Krishna consciousness to the Western family past. That is little bit wrong, and so many history behind reaching the Western country. So many, and one Sadananda Das became the devotee from Germany, became the devotee of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. What Prabhupada did, he trained some young scholar to know the philosophy of pure Vaishnavity. And he sent everybody, go door to door, village to village, town to town, and country to country. And the result, within maybe 20 or 30 years, 3 decades, the result, and after that, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj came to America, and what he has done, we can see everywhere now. Every villages and every country we can see the Krishna Bhakta with Japamala, Tilak, Kanti, and maximum country we can see Krishna Bhakta due to A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj. So, मैं हिंदी में थोड़ा बोल सकता हूँ कि प्रभुपाद प्रभु थोड़ा सा बोले हैं, कोशिश किया, अच्छा, उन्होंने 4 प्रिंटिंग प्रेस स्थापना किया, जिसका नाम है भागवत प्रिंटिंग प्रेस, गौड़ीय प्रिंटिंग वर्क्स, भागवत प्रेस, like Mridanga Jantragar, 4 place in Orissa, 2 in Calcutta, 1 in Krishnanagar. He published 6 magazines. On that time, the British was ruling India. That time, the consumption of electricity, the convenience facility was very, very poor. That time, Prabhupada क्या किया? 6 मैगजीन 6 भाषा में, एक इंग्लिश फ्लुएंट पीपल के लिए, एक संस्कृत, एक हिंदी, एक उड़िया, एक एक बंगाली और एक आसामीज 6 भाषा में पत्रिका निकालकर भेजा कि कृष्ण नाम उन्होंने बुनियाद बना दिया, फाउंडेशन स्टोन रखा। उनका किया हुआ काम हम ये 2 घंटा लग जाएगा, हम वर्णन नहीं कर सकते। हम जानते हैं उन्होंने चैतन्य महाप्रभु जहां जहां गए भारतवर्ष के अंदर वहां फुटप्रिंट स्थापना किया। आज भी चैतन्य महाप्रभु का जो धर्म है शुद्ध भक्ति, उसको इंडिया के अंदर जागृत करने के लिए उन्होंने एग्जीबिशन किया, फेस्टिव एग्जीबिशन बड़े बड़े टाउन में, जैसे मान लीजिए पटना, इलाहाबाद, जैसे मायापुर, जैसे कि ढाका, बड़े बड़े एग्जीबिशन किया और उसमें शिक्षित आदमी को बुलाया और कहते हैं कि आप लोग आइए। ये वैष्णविज्म का पीछे इसका साइंस क्या है, प्योर भक्ति। उस समय प्रभुपाद जिस समय आए 13 अपर संप्रदाय था, भक्ति के नाम में अपना व्यापार बहुत अच्छा चलता था। इंद्रिय तृप्ति के लिए वो हरे कृष्ण नाम बोलते थे, प्रभुपाद उसको दबाया। अभक्ति धन तो हानि, उनका वंदना में बोला गया कि भक्ति विरुद्ध जितना अंधकार, एकदम काला मेघ की तरफ भक्ति आकाश एकदम ढांक दिया था, प्रभुपाद ने उठाया और सबको समझाया। उन्होंने आर्टिकल लिखा, उन्होंने लोगों में जाकर सेमिनार किया, वक्तृता दिया और उन्होंने क्या किया, वो बाद में क्या करते हैं कि जो 64 मठ स्थापना किया, केवल 18 साल प्रचार किए थे। और जैसे गोपाल जी बोल रहे थे, सपनों में आया चैतन्य महाप्रभु पंचतत्व, उसके पीछे है सरगोस्वामी, 6 गोस्वामी, उसके पीछे वो जो जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज जो उनके गुरु वर्ग थे, बोला कि तुम प्रचार करो। वो प्रभुपाद बोल रहे कि मेरा पास कुछ नहीं है, हम कैसे प्रचार करेंगे, आदमी चाहिए, धन चाहिए। बोला हम लोग सप्लाई करेंगे, तुम चलो लग जाओ। 1918 साल में शुरू किया और 1936 के लास्ट डे उनका शरीर उन्होंने छोड़ा, अपना धाम में प्रवेश कर 31 दिसंबर 1936 भोर में सुबह 5 बजे। उस समय घड़ी का कांटा जो है 5:30 बजे, घड़ी का कांटा भी डूब गया था। ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट एक ट्रेन दिया कि उनका शरीर को कलकत्ता जो बागबाजार गौड़िया मठ है वहीं पर उनका शरीर टैग हुआ और एक ट्रेन बुकिंग करके दिया। उस समय स्टीम इंजन का ट्रेन, वो मायापुर तक उनका बॉडी को लेकर पूरा ट्रेन भर गया एकदम और उनको समाधि किया गया। भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद 64 गौड़ीय मठ 18 साल के अंदर, जो अभी भी भारतवर्ष के अंदर है, और उसके अंदर एक लंदन और एक रेंगून, एक जर्मन, ये तीनों था। उन्होंने सबसे अच्छा काम किया कि मठ क्यों स्थापना किया कि स्थान स्थान पर मठ होगा, लोकल आदमी नगदा भक्ति जागरण करने के लिए वहां आ पाएंगे, भगवान का दर्शन। जैसे आज मान लीजिए कि यहाँ इस्कॉन टेम्पल है टोरंटो में, कितना भक्त जा रहे हैं, आरती कर रहे हैं, भोग बनाकर वहां पर। ये जो अपना हाथ से सेवा करना, ये जो नवदा भक्ति का जागरण करने का जो फैसिलिटी, अपना स्थान में, अपना शहर में रहकर भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद का ये प्रचेष्टा है। और उन्होंने जो 18 सन्यासी आज दुनिया में, हम वो जेनरेशन तकरीबन समाप्त हो गया, सेकंड जेनरेशन, थर्ड जेनरेशन आया। कुछ लोग, हमें थोड़ा दुख होता है कि श्रील प्रभुपाद कौन है, कुछ लोग नहीं जानते हैं, केवल जानते हैं कि ऐसे भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी महाराज ही श्रील प्रभुपाद है। लेकिन आज आप लोग थोड़ा ध्यान से सुनिए, जिस समय 1930 में पत्रिका निकालता था, वो पत्रिका में उल्लेख है कि भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद हार्मोनिस्ट इंग्लिश भाषा में, हिंदी में भागवत और उड़िया में परमार्थी और असमी में कीर्तन, और उन्होंने डेली न्यूज़पेपर निकाल दिया बंगाली में, दैनिक नदिया प्रकाश, और वो सब प्रमाण है कि भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद वास्तव में, हम तो कभी कभी सोचते हैं कि सीनियर प्रभुपाद और जूनियर प्रभुपाद, हम तो कभी कभी सोचते हैं कि वेस्टर्न कंट्री के लिए कि प्रभुपाद 1 प्रभुपाद 2, लेकिन कभी भूलिए मत कि ऐसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी का लेक्चर सुनिए, हर एक लेक्चर में हमारा गुरु प्रभुपाद रहते बोलते थे, लेकिन आज अनजानी से और कैसे भी सेकंड जनरेशन थर्ड जनरेशन भूल रहा है, हो सकता है कि इसको उनका प्रचार ज्यादा है, इसलिए वो लोग जानते हैं कि श्रील प्रभुपाद ऐसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी है, लेकिन उनका गुरु जी जब प्रभुपाद हो तो हमें तो निश्चित रूप से भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर कहना नहीं चाहिए, भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद कहना चाहिए, वरना अपना गुरु के चरण में, ऐसी भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी के चरण में भी अपराध होगा, क्योंकि उनका गुरु जी जो है फोरफादर हमारा है, तो हम प्रभुपाद को उनको बोलेंगे नहीं। तो मैं समझता हूँ कि इसमें थोड़ा सा हमारा अपराध आने का चांस है। भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद आज उनका नतीजा हम देख सकते हैं। केवल ऐसे भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी महाराज नहीं, उनका 18 सन्यासी, उनका जो ब्रह्मचारी थे, जो जिन्होंने जिनको उन्होंने ट्रेनिंग दिया, तकरीबन 25 टैलेंट उस समय जो थे उनको ट्रेनिंग दिया, सबको भेज दिया कि चलो कृष्ण नाम पहुंचाओ इंडिया के गांव-गांव में, इंडिया के शहर-शहर में, और उसके बाद विदेशों में जाओ। आज भी गौड़ीय संप्रदाय भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर का, हम यहाँ पर आ रहे हैं, हम वेस्टर्न कंट्री में प्रभुपाद का 150 साल पूर्ति उत्सव मनाने का प्लान बनाया और 5-6 उत्सव हो रहा है। लंदन में 31 अगस्त, 7 सितंबर 2 हॉल में हुआ। उसके बाद हम इधर आए, आज 13 तारीख है। इसके बाद 15 तारीख को रोचेस्टर में होगा, न्यूयॉर्क स्टेट के अंदर हमारा मिशन का ब्रांच वहां पर है। उसके बाद होगा न्यूयॉर्क, न्यू जर्सी सिटी में 21 सितंबर को होगा। क्यों हम इधर आए कि प्रभुपाद, मैं मानता हूं, चाहे वो इस भक्ति प्रदीप तीर्थ महाराज, चाहे भक्ति हृदय वन महाराज हो, जो कि 1934 का इतिहास है, और बाद में ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज हो, हम ये समझते हैं कि प्रभुपाद और क्रेडिट गोज टू भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद, यह आप अस्वीकार नहीं कर सकते हैं। उन्हीं का वजह से हुआ, ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज को इंजेक्ट किया, ब्लेसिंग दिया, तब जाके वो इतना बड़ा रूप से, बृहत रूप से प्रचार कर पाए। और जब भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद का इच्छा था कि तुम लोग जाओ विदेश में, तो उनका इच्छा से जब प्रचार हुआ, उनका 150 साल मनाने के लिए हम क्यों ना विदेश में जाएं, हम क्यों ना विदेश में उत्सव करें, और विदेश में चाहे गौड़ीय डिवोटी हो, चाहे स्कूल के डिवोटी हो, सबके पास जाकर क्यों ना हम भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद का महिमा को उनका कान में दें। कुछ अजाना तत्व है, भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद का जो 18 साल का इतिहास है, वो बहुत बड़ा इतिहास है। आज गौड़ीय जो बंगाली पत्रिका है, हम लोग उसको लाइन बाय लाइन पढ़े हैं, सब प्रिजर्व है, और हार्मोनिस्ट जो छपा है इंग्लिश भाषा में, उस सब का जो लैंग्वेज है, उस लैंग्वेज से पता चल जाएगा भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद कितना उनके अंदर जो भक्ति का डेप्थ था, और उनका ऋण हम लोग कभी चुका नहीं सकते हैं। जैसे कि उद्धव महाराज जी जब वृंदावन में गए, कृष्ण भेजे थे कि गोपियों को सांत्वना देकर आओ, तो उन्होंने लास्ट में क्या बोला, आसाम अहो चरण रेणु साम अहम साम वृंदावने किमुपी गुरुमल दो सदिनाम। वो उद्धव जाके ब्रह्मा जी जाके बोलते कि वृंदावन में तो मेरे को धूली चाहिए। उद्धव जी बोलता है कि मैं तो लता गुरमो घास, इसके जिसके शरीर में गोपियों का रज लगा हुआ है, मैं उस गोपियों का रज प्राप्त करने के लिए यहाँ आया। उद्धव जी बोल रहा है। हम तो बोलेंगे कि वो जब ऐसा बात बोलते हैं, कृष्ण स्वयं बोलते हैं कि हम गोपियों का ऋण को चुका नहीं सकते हैं। मैं यहाँ पर खड़ा होकर लास्ट में एक बात बोल सकता हूँ, भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद का कृपा, उनका दया, उनका आशीर्वाद जन्म जन्म हम लोग भूल नहीं सकते हैं। उनके चरण में सतत सतत हजारों लाखों प्रणाम जन्म जन्म तक करते रहेंगे, तभी हम लोग का शुद्ध भक्ति में योग्यता मिलेगा। ऐसा मेरा विचार है। हरे कृष्ण। मेरा पास भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती प्रभुपाद के किताब है, बायोग्राफी, ज्यादा नहीं, 4 पीस है। जो ज्यादा लेने का इच्छुक है 4-5 पीस है, हम उनको दे जाएंगे। कुछ हो सकता है कि मतलब आप लोग प्रिंटिंग का कॉस्ट अगर दे सकते तो अच्छा है। ये उनका पूरा बायोग्राफी है, छोटा। इतना अनजान फैक्ट इसमें है। किसी किसी के पास हो सकता है, ये तो माता जी के पास होंगे, श्रोता माता जी के पास, जिनका लेना चाहे मैं श्रद्धा के मूल्य से मैं 4 आदमी को दे सकता हूँ। ये गौड़िया मिशन की तरफ से छपाया गया है, इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज है और फॉरेनर लोग समझ सकते हैं, ऐसा इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज है जो कि फॉरेन से इंग्लिश सीख कर गए, उनके द्वारा ये किताब को लिखा गया और छपा गया। किसी को चाहिए तो अच्छा। और हमने जो अभी लंदन में उत्सव किया, उसका सोवीनिर है। जो इन किताब को नहीं दे सकते हैं, उस सोवीनिर इनको हमारा ब्रह्मचारी दे देंगे। और इस तरह से प्रभुपाद जी का जायरात हो देश विदेश में। कौन है आप लोग आके ले जाइए। हरे कृष्ण।